Good morning. It's December 2nd, 2017. As we come to the end of our year, we thought we would give you a little look around and show you what we've been doing here at CHRS. As some of you or all of you may know, we had a terrible flooding situation earlier this year with the 100-year rains that came in. Our basement was flooded and we had to do something to prevent this. So what we did is replace our 117-year-old floor, and it was cracked, it was old, it was thin, and water was coming up through the cracks at an enormous rate. We vacuumed hundreds of thousands of gallons of water out of this area. So it has been done now, and we thought we'd give you a little walkthrough and show you what's going on here. What we're standing on now, instead of the 117-year-old floor, is a 6-inch concrete floor with rebar reinforcement and many forms of waterproofing. Underneath the slab is a product called Pre-Proof, which is a professional waterproofing membrane that actually seals to the bottom of the slab and makes this slab basically a boat. We also have some, you can see some sticking out here, we have some injection sealing that went all around the outside of this, so the cold joint is sealed properly and we'll have no water coming up. Where we're standing now used to be a couple of stairways, and what it will become now is a couple of stairways again. You'll be able to come in our door here and go downstairs or upstairs, or right here you'll be able to use our handicap lift. That's what this 3-inch pit is for. We will have an ADA lift that lives here, and when you come in the building you'll be able to take the lift down or up and have access. And the best thing about it is it holds 750 pounds and we won't have to ever carry consoles up and down the stairs anymore. This is the temporary wall for our library. As part of this project, this wall will be rebuilt. We've had all our bricks sandblasted, and we've come up with this great looking brick finish. This is what it looked like right after sandblasting, and this is what it looks like after we apply a sealer to it. So that's a work in progress. If we come into our utility room, I know this is just fascinating for everybody. This is our utility room. This is our new sump and our new sump system. And Mike can look down there and see the... There are many sump pumps down there. We have a main pump and we have 2 battery backup pumps, and right now there's a temporary pump out there. All this plumbing goes outside into a collection tank that we will see later. So that's what's new in the utility room here. Let's take a walk down through what is going to become our. This end is going to become our television gallery and conference room. Right here we'll have our big conference table and have our meetings here. And if you're doing any research in the library, you'll just be able to bring it out and spread your materials right out here on the table. As we work down here, we will have room for some big consoles. And as we get farther down here, this will be the Hall of Communications, where we'll have every kind of two-way communication device imaginable. Turn on anything and it'll work for you. Over here, we have our lead and wonderful builder, Cliff Farwell, who is building the CHRS office for us. That happens in this corner. And Cliff has done lots of good work for us around here. You want to go into the library for a moment?
Sure.
We haven't been in the library for a while, and there's a reason, and that's because everything is poorly stored in here right now because of the flood and because of all the construction going on. But the library is soon to be back to its wonderful self. Come on out. Here's John Stewart, who has drawn up all the plans for this wonderful project that we're doing and continues to work on our systems. Okay, we'll go this way. Let's go upstairs. Nothing's been done here really lately, and everything is sort of in a disarray because of the construction going on. This room, our main room especially, is suffering at the moment. Don't look too close at the dust in construction. So we're just going to move through here right now so we can take you to the front and go past the magic curtain here. And this is what the front of the place looks like. Our audio transfer room, everything is covered up in there. If we look down here, that's where we were standing before, and right where I'm standing now will be the doorway for the lift that you'll get out of as you come in the front door. As we were doing this construction, we uncovered some of the front of the building already, and these are the original columns on the front of the building and the original mosaic floor that we hope to bring back when we restore the front of the building. But these columns were, and all this was built in 1900, and they are very, very solid. And there you are, and there's Doc Harold and crew looking down at our construction, and I'm sure they would approve. We're going to go now outside. You see a lot of spaces on the walls here and stuff because a lot of our radios have gone to the San Francisco Airport Museum for their radio display from March until October of last year. If we haven't taken you in here, this is our new approved ADA bathroom that we put in, and we'll go back here. This will eventually become the Bay Area Broadcasting and Bay Area Radio Hall of Fame. This will become our pre-1920 archives. And now we'll go into a room that is always very busy. This is our shop, and this is the heart of the operation where people are working on radios and doing a lot of repair.
Here's the files that it would open up, so that would be that should be the scope.
Yeah.
Well, that's the manual.
Yeah, I think we got to put a scope on here and do some signal tracing.
Do you think I might have miswired it somehow?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you didn't, but if you
I'm
did,
working very hard not
to. You're driving me crazy trying to figure it out. Because I'm assuming there's no errors.
Well, you made a neat job on it.
What's that?
If you did make a mistake, you did it very neatly.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, or you need another pair of eyes. You need another pair of eyes.
Actually, I probably should have. Right. Yeah.
So everything that happens in here is really good because we repair radios for the museum. We repair radios for our members. We have radio clinics in here where you'll stand next to an expert and fix your radios together. We teach radio repair, and it's something that nobody else is doing right now to the scope that we're doing it. And it really is great to be able to pass on these techniques and skills to younger people. As you see, we have a few. Seth has still got his hair and it's not gray. Come on outside.
We need to get a scope on here.
This is our new steel stairway. That was part of last year's seismic upgrade project. And here is our newest project. Not Betty. Betty. Betty.
No.
Betty. Come on, I want to introduce you, dear. You're not a camera person?
Cameras don't like me.
Cameras love you. By the way, Betty Betty is a wonderful volunteer, and Zoe likes her very much. And Betty takes care of our kitchen and keeps it in order and helps out a lot with lunch. She's one of our best volunteers, even though she's camera shy. This is our newest project. This is our brand new 140-foot by 14-foot wide driveway. And what was here before was a very old asphalt driveway that was not level, and it puddled water next to our building. And so this was the solution to that problem. So if we want to walk out, we have new water lines that have gone in. This is our flash hot water heater that we put in. And we'll go up to the front here. This is, by the way, for just as a reference, the stucco part of the building here is the new addition, as we call it. It was built in 1926. And by the way, that's also new stucco that we put on last year. And the brick part of the building is the original building, built in 1900. Are you fellas all done? These gentlemen have just done some gardening work for us in the front of the building. Kenneth and Jim, say hi.
Hi.
And here are the master craftsmen at work. This is Robert and Walter, and they are hooking up the new sump system to our collection barrel. And Walt and Robert do excellent work. So we'll let them proceed on their project. The collection barrel runs down a 4-inch pipe and goes under here, and then everything runs into the street. So our sumps are going into the collection barrel, and eventually our rainwater is going into the collection barrel. And in the front of the building, our wonderful volunteers have started to remove things that were under this tree. And we have got this now cleaned out, and we are looking at putting a xeriscape garden in here, one that takes just a little bit or virtually no water. And eventually we will be redoing the front of the building. So that's a little update on some of where we are here at CHRS, and we didn't see all of it because all of it's not ready to be shown, and we still have a lot of construction and stuff to go through. But we're here every Saturday, 9 to 3. We have a great group of volunteers. We have lunch, and you should come by and see the place. 2152 Central Avenue in Alameda. Or better yet, go to our website, because you're watching this on YouTube, at chrsradio.com. Thanks, and have a nice holiday season, everyone. Bye-bye.